Hello, this is Shade Ketchum, and welcome to the final entry of the ZeroEscape series, Zero Time Dilemma. We've gone through quite a lot. We've seen how this journey began, and we've technically seen how it can end. But it's time to see how we potentially got to that ending, and if we can prevent it. Now, a few things before we go on. The first is that Zero Time Dilemma is a bit different in presentation. So, I will occasionally have to pause if I want to talk about something. Secondly, this is the second time I'm having to record this part. So much so that you're going to see a brief pause. Yes. This is because I thought I pressed the record button. Turns out I didn't, despite clicking the mouse on the button that says record. Thanks, OBS. So I'm having to record the entire first part again. Which is fine, because I didn't like how it turned out originally. So, yay, redo. Kind of like ZeroEscape. That's fitting. So, yeah. Enough of my rambling. Let's get going with it. But beforehand, we want the volume down. And the voice volume...
Zero Time Dilemma.
And the voice volume up. You will quickly see why. Coincide. Nevada Desert. Decom.
Hey, open up!
December 31st, 2028.
Who would do this?
Hey, Kane.
Shit. What's wrong with you?
Someone's one-night mistake.
A
Wow.
mistake?
Wow, you're rude.
Maybe Diana's.
Wow, even more
This
rude.
isn't the time for jokes.
Hi, Sigma.
Let me guess. That helmet can't come off, can it?
Hi, Phi.
So creepy. I don't want it near me. Where the hell did this thing come from?
What are you doing? What is this motion you're doing? We're certainly...
Forget it. Shouldn't we be trying to get out of here?
Hi, Junpei.
Possible. This is a confinement room.
The bar's only open from the other side.
Nothing to do but ask whoever did this to let us out.
The mastermind's right there. That kid locked us up.
How?
He was the one who put these on us?
How? How do you expect them to do that?
It wasn't me.
It talks.
Oh my god. They're really throwing us into the thick of it immediately, aren't they?
Life is simply unfair. Don't you think?
What was that? I could barely
There
hear
are
you.
moments when a single snail can make a world go extinct.
Go extinct.
What the hell are you going on about?
Who are you?
I'm sure you'll determine that eventually.
Why are you doing this?
I require all of you to take part in a game.
A game?
With the fate of you, me, and the human race in the balance.
Are there
Fuck
cookies?
that!
Let's get started, shall we?
Do we get cookies if we win the game? Because then, hell yeah, I'll do it.
Beneath my foot, there's a coin. One side of it is red, while the other side is blue. Which side of the coin is facing up? Make a guess. However, you only get one chance.
Do we get something if we get it right?
Your freedom. I promise that I will release all of you.
And what if we're wrong?
You won't lose. You will have to stay in the game until at least 6 of you are dead.
Oh,
What?
fun.
Let's go with blue.
It's red.
Right, red. It's gotta be red.
50-50 chance. The odds for each are the same.
Then we should vote. Wait! I can't believe you guys.
Kane's right. You just going to do what he says?
What do you think, Carlos? You are the leader of this group. I will take your decision as everyone's final answer.
What are you talking about?
I'll let Carlos choose.
Pick red.
It's blue.
So what do you say, Carlos?
No, Carlos!
Don't answer him!
If I don't answer him, then we can't get out of here.
Time to choose, Carlos. You are that solitary snail. The fate of the world rests on your decision.
So you're saying I should go as slow as possible. Time to decide. Well, my favorite color is blue. However, I chose that in the last time I recorded that. So this time, let's go with red. Your choice is made.
It's red.
See? Didn't I say it'd be red?
Yeah, whatever.
Well done, Carlos.
Are you some kind of clairvoyant?
It was just luck. I had a 50% chance. It's not too hard to get it right.
Hey, hold on a
It
sec.
really is luck.
Okay, sure, you lucked out with your guess. But what if you had gotten it wrong?
What does it matter? Everything worked out fine.
Pretty much.
So, are you going to make good on our deal?
Can't get angry,
Fear
Sigma.
not. I'm a fair person.
He had no choice in the
I
matter.
promised to release you, and I shall. But before that, I apologize that you must all sleep.
Sleep.
When next you wake, you will have forgotten everything that just happened here.
Why would we forget?
I wonder. Pleasant dreams.
Damn. Some of those sleeping positions must be uncomfortable.
I know. You're...
Like, seriously, some of those must just be absolutely uncomfortable to try and, like, sleep like that. Payoff. Nevada's Desert, decom. December 31st, 2028, 12:05.
Hey, hold on. Why are we outside?
I have no clue.
When I woke up, we were on the ground over there.
Huh?
What is it?
Didn't we all have something attached to our left wrists?
I suppose we might have.
Coin.
Huh?
Nothing. Just saw an image of a coin flash in my mind. It was flipped and falling.
Come to think of it. Damn, I can't remember anything.
Me neither.
Neither can I.
It somehow feels like I made a bet with someone, but
Someone?
What kind of bet?
Did we all forget what happened?
You're just cluing into that now, Fi? Really?
Hey, could I ask all of you something?
I don't know, can you?
Who is this kid?
Hi. We are going to adopt you. Well, that's the end of the game, everyone. I say that sets a new record. Let's pack up and go home and... yeah. Everyone's made that joke. No, it is not an accident. You are intended to get an ending this early in the game. As like many things in ZeroEscape, it may be weird, but it is fully intentional. And we'll learn why, obviously, much later. No matter what you pick, your first choice with the coin is correct. It doesn't matter if you pick red or blue, it will be the correct choice the first time you do it. So, even in my first time recording this, when I picked blue, it was still the correct choice. But I may as well let these credits play out, because it gives me time to talk about something that should have been immediately apparent. That is the game's presentation. In 999, you had the choice of switching between adventure mode and novel mode, with novel obviously having the narration, although the DS version just had it on two separate screens. In Virtue's Last Reward, it was sort of a combination, going into a novel mode whenever Sigma was in his internal narration. This game does not have that at all. It is all just fully animated, voice-acted cutscenes. There is absolutely no narration. The only time when the characters are not talking is when you yourself are reading files, and obviously whenever you're playing the escape rooms. As such, this can make it difficult sometimes to keep up with the game, at least for new players, because essentially things will be on effectively auto play. There is a way around this. On the Xbox controller, if you press X, or on a PlayStation controller, the square button, it'll pause the game, opening up the main menu during the scene. The music will still be playing, but you can basically pause it to help collect your thoughts. And it is something I will be doing during some scenes if there's something I, just really want to say. Because otherwise, I'll never get my thoughts out. I'll just be silent the entire time. Now, there is more to say about the game's presentation, but we'll talk about that as we go on. The other thing is, why did I turn down the audio? Well, as you no doubt noticed, Zero, because that's obviously Zero, was quite quiet in their talking. If you don't turn down the audio and turn up the voice acting, you're probably not gonna hear them, or at least barely hear them. Now, there are more things I could say here, but we'll wait until we actually start getting into the game. I will say this right now, however, for the rest of this video, most of this is just going to be scenes. The typical ZeroEscape trend of a lot of cutscenes and exposition, the characters getting explained to them what is going on, introducing us to them, etc. You get the point. It's the same thing we went through in the last two games where there was a lot of exposition at the beginning. However, I don't want it to be just that, so there will be exactly one escape room in this video. So if you're looking for that, it'll be very much near the end. CQD End 1. Congratulations. We have gotten the first of 7 main endings. Yes, there is thankfully less main endings than there is in VLR. This is actually a significantly shorter game by comparison. Now it is time to choose whose fate you will follow first. Select a team to continue the story. So, we have a choice between C Team, obviously represented by Carlos, Q Team, represented by the child, and D Team, represented by the woman they named as Diana. There are obviously a number of other characters we're already familiar with, but we'll talk about them as they go on. Let's start with C Team. May as well go in order. Each image you see here is a story fragment. Only one is available to you now, but more will unlock as the story unfolds. Select any unlocked fragment to continue the story. When you find you are unsure how to control something in the game, click the question mark in the top right to open the control guide. You can also press back on the controller or F1/1 on the keyboard. So yes, go here if you are ever confused about what your objective is in that particular segment, which, I mean, that's not going to really be that helpful there. Or if you just need to know what the controls are for either the controller or a keyboard and mouse. Which, I will say, the keyboard and mouse controls are a bit less intuitive in this version, in comparison. Now, while we could just go back to the beginning of the scene, the flowchart will allow us to effectively just go right back to the heads or tails choice. So we're going to jump right to there. Now, I may as well show this off since we have the opportunity. I just pressed X on my controller, and it brought up on the menu. So now we have access to things such as files, which are self-explanatory. We'll see more of those later. The flowchart, of course. A memo pad, in case you want to write something. That's returned over from VLR. The save menu, which has a bit of an odd thing with it. Once you click this, you can't get out of it unless you either save or quit the game. Log, which is obviously to replay older pieces of dialogue. However, unlike the previous 2 games, this one comes with the feature of allowing you to replay their voice lines as well.
Time to choose, Carlos.
Just click on it and you can hear it again, in case you were, like, talking over it or something. Options, so you can, well, alter the options, which is something that I desperately wished had been in the previous 2 games. You could only get to the options from the main menu after exiting out of a game. And it's something I never understood. Here, you can just do it. And status, which we'll talk about later. One thing I want to just check real quick. Okay. As it says right there, if I hold the escape key on a keyboard, or if I press and hold the B button on my Xbox controller, which would be a circle button on the PlayStation, I will effectively use the skip function, which fast forwards me to the scene. And that's certainly going to be useful later. So let's pick the other side and obviously get it wrong.
It's blue.
Those faces.
That's why I told you red.
Carlos, you asshole! You got it wrong!
Carlos.
Like you did
What are
any...
you thinking?
Like you people
Hey,
did
wait
any
a
better.
second. Carlos isn't the one to be blamed for all this.
Thank you.
Right. The person who started it is.
So, what now?
You should know already. You were wrong, so the game continues.
Until 6 people are dead, huh?
At least 6.
At least?
It's possible there may be more than that.
Oh, fun.
Why don't we hurry and get this over with then?
Before you begin, I'm going to need all of you to go to sleep.
Sleep?
When next you wake, you will have forgotten everything that just happened here.
Forget. But why?
There's no point telling you now. You won't remember anything in a moment. Pleasant dreams.
He just keeps dropping us like a sack of potatoes.
Time to choose, Carlos. You are that solitary snail. The fate of the world rests on your decision.
So, back here for a minute. I just wanted to prove a point here. Okay, that's so good. I wanted to prove a point here. This is a completely new save file that I am on. I did not delete the previous data or anything. It's just completely new. So this is the first time I'm having to pick the coin. So let's pick the blue coin as, or the blue side of the coin the first time.
It's blue.
So, who was it who said it was red again?
Well done, Carlos.
So, yes. Like I said, it does not matter which one you guess. The first time you do it, it is the exact same. Or rather, it is the correct choice. Consequently, that means the other one is the incorrect choice.
Are you...
And just for fun, let's briefly zoom through this.
You so...
And I'll show you just the brief bit of alternate dialogue for getting the wrong choice with the red coin. Yes, yes. It's probably the easiest skip function in the series.
It's red.
See? Told you it was blue.
Carlos, you asshole!
Yep. There you go. Extra little bit of dialogue and just proving a point there. In case you were curious. And of course, our usual intro for the game. Under normal circumstances, I would have saved the intro for the final episode to prevent any spoilers. But everything in that one goes by so fast that I doubt you'll be
Carlos!
I doubt you'll be spoiled that much. And even then, it just plays automatically, so not much I can do. Now it's time to see what happens to C-Team after they wake up.
Carlos!
What's up?
Akane.
Ah!
Bastard! What the hell's going on? You brought all of us here!
How?
No!
How would
It's not me!
How would they
Then
do
what
it?
the fuck is that stupid thing on your head?
What does that have to do with anything, you prick?
Let it go, Eric. No need to take it all out on the kid.
Mira?
I wonder what this is. Ugh.
Give it up, Diana. It's better that you don't force it off.
Why do you say that?
You should listen to her. I get the feeling she's seen it before.
Bracelet.
That's what it was called a year ago. Right, Akane?
Junpei.
Gotta love sassy,
Good morning.
sassy Junpei.
How are you feeling?
Like I woke up on a bed of coals with 2 thumbtacks up each cheek.
Who's this?
I am Zero. The second Zero.
You're far less cuddly than the later one. I give you about a 3.5 out of 10.
The second?
Let me make one thing clear. This is a recording. So don't bother asking questions as I cannot answer them. I'd like to tell you an old story.
Can we pull up some chairs for story time? I want some popcorn.
17 years ago, on a rainy morning, a woman went jogging in a large park. Her usual route led her to a fork in the road. Normally she'd run down the right path, but for some reason, this day, she chose the left. Along the way, she bumped into a senior citizen she saw every day. Surprised to see her, they asked, "Why did you come this way today?" This was her reply. Because there was a snail. Her body was discovered a few hours later.
Well, that took a turn.
Murdered. They found her in some bushes along the left path. Sometimes, life is simply unfair.
You are not the best storyteller, are you? Seriously, that's like grim fairy tales level dark. There was a very kind woman who went off the path one day. She died.
Don't you think?
What the hell is all this nonsense?
It's the same for all of you. The pull of an unjust fate carried you along to this moment. Only to find yourselves in this bomb shelter, 50 meters below ground.
Oh,
Wait, what?
fun.
As you can see, this place is divided into 3 sections. Carlos, Akane, and Junpei, you 3 are in Ward C. You will henceforth be referred to as C-Team. Your leader shall be Carlos.
Of course.
Next is Q, Mira, and Eric. You are located in Ward Q. Your name will be Q-Team. As evidenced by the name, the leader is Q.
Hey, wait!
Is this a joke?
And finally, Diana, Phi, and Sigma. Ward D is where the three of you are. Diana is the leader. That makes you the D team. You may wander as you like, as long as you remain within your respective wards. There is a time limit, however. 90 minutes. Once 90 minutes are up, an injector in your bracelet will activate. An anesthetic and an agent to erase your memories will be administered.
Memory erasing drugs?
That sounds familiar. Didn't we learn something about how an overdose of Soparil can erase our memories? I wonder if that was foreshadowing this.
As a result, you'll all fall into a deep, uninterrupted sleep. But you will also forget everything that occurred in those past 90 minutes.
What?
The bracelet has an additional function. A watch. Pressing the buttons on each side simultaneously will display the time.
Oh my god! Our watches can tell time! Oh, it's a miracle! I never thought I would see the day.
12, 10.
Today is December 31st, New Year's Eve. The year turns over in less than half a day. Unfortunately, very few of you will find yourselves able to welcome a new 2029. Take a look at the door. It's clearly marked with an X. Beyond this X door is a hallway with an elevator.
I don't know if that's an X. I think I would label it more like a... more like a Chi. Or a key. One of those two. Either pronunciation works.
Riding the elevator up will take you above ground. There's no other way out. The door is easy enough to open. Simply obtain the X passes and enter them into the input device beside it. 6 X passes are needed for it to unlock. 1 X pass will be announced every time someone dies.
Everyone get your shocked faces on board. What is this face? What is this face right here? That is pleasure. That is joy. That is disturbing is what it is.
In blunter terms, if 6 of you die, the rest will gain all of the passwords and will be able to open the X door.
This is bullshit.
One caveat. The door remains open for only 30 seconds. Once that passes, it will automatically close and never open again.
Oh, great. So we have a time limit for leaving.
Oh, yes. With this information, surely some of you at this point are thinking, how can I kill 6 people?
What? No one would.
I'll give you one opportunity. By majority vote, determine one team to execute.
What?
Do you see the computer in the corner of the room? The team names of your newfound enemies will be displayed on that monitor. Choose the team you've decided to eliminate.
Must we?
Each team gets 1 vote. The leader must submit it for the group. Your deadline is 13:30. Any team that hasn't voted before the time limit is up shall be penalized 2 votes. The group with 2 or more votes will lose. Every member of that team will be executed. Let us begin. This is the decision game, a game of fate. The lives of you, me, and the human race hang in the balance.
Yes, so we're not playing the nonary game this time. This is the decision game. It is quite a bit different. Now, before we go on, we may as well go in these in order by C team, Q team, and then D team. But let's look at that flowchart. This is a standard version of it, with specific pictures, of course, to represent the fragments they mentioned. It's called the global flowchart. But if we press the button again to switch, we can get this little layout of it, which will also show specific branching points. Honestly, it just also makes it a bit easier to understand. With this thing that looks like a film reel, obviously indicating when it's a scene. Any thing with a strange symbol on it will indicate an ending. And this one with scales indicating when a choice is present. There will obviously be a separate symbol for escape rooms, but we'll get to that. Well, actually, does it just tell me right here? Nope. But for now, time for Exposition City. Let's see what C-Team is up to. Execution. C. The prep room. The decontamination room. Control. The power room. The infirmary. The pantry. And finally,
So this is the last room.
the rec room.
Yes. We've checked everywhere we could.
Map of Ward C stored in file.
It's just as Zero said, huh? There's no way to get out, except by opening the X door.
50 minutes left until the vote deadline.
Don't tell me you want to vote.
How can we not?
Kinda have to.
If we refuse, C-Team gets 2 votes automatically. We'll die.
But
Hey, do you think this could be part of the experiment? DCOM's whole psychological test.
No.
Nope.
What? Why?
That masked guy called himself Zero. I have no clue why he's here, but he's for real.
So that means he's actually willing to kill off a whole team?
Yeah.
But how?
He said that there's an anesthetic in our bracelets, right? So we'll be sleeping, and then bam! Or maybe... There's a bunch of different ways.
God, Junpei, you're so flippant about it.
only there was a way to contact someone on the other teams.
Why would you need to reach them? What, you're planning on begging them not to vote C-Team or something?
Well, no, but I thought, why not spread out the votes?
What do you mean?
Remember what Zero said? The group with 2 or more votes will lose.
I get it. Maybe C-Team could vote for D-Team, D-Team for Q-Team, and Q-Team for C-Team. Then all the teams would have 1 vote each.
And that'd make it a 3-way tie. And no one would have to die?
Possibly.
How do we make sure they know to do it?
Out of curiosity, what would happen if every team just refuses to vote? The lounge.
Hey! Mira! Eric! Diana!
Phi! Sigma! Can you hear us?
No.
It's not working.
Damn it!
Hey, Akane, why don't you try using the morphogenetic field?
Huh? Morphogenetic field?
Oh god. Oh. Junpei, Akane, look out. We got a newbie here. We got someone who doesn't know what the hell you're talking about. You gotta sit down, take 6 hours, explain everything to Carlos, every intricate detail. He's gonna be here a while. Carlos, you got a lot to learn, my friend. Your life will be changed.
Let the game end where I treat 2. What's this supposed to mean?
The game will end, and something about 2 people? I guess the tough part is figuring out treat. If it's like trick or treat, then maybe it means there's a reward or a gift or something.
Ooh, can we we have 3 Musketeers bars? That'll be a treat. I'll take it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Give it to me.
But it could also mean treatment, which would imply being cared for.
Oh, that's boring.
Either way, it doesn't make sense.
Hey,
I'm just noticing this. Why does that basketball hoop not have a net? Like, I know it doesn't need the net, but it's just so odd to see it without one. Also, is there a basketball in here? Where is it? And Zero, why did you go to the trouble of not putting in a net? Like, you went to the trouble of putting up the basketball hoop with not the... whatever.
anyone know what this thing could be?
A box?
What's inside of it?
Maybe some kind of white smoke.
Wow, Junpei, you're really not gonna let anything go, are you?
Atamate Bako?
You've heard of it, Carlos?
Urashima Taro, right? Japanese folklore.
Wow.
Something about jumping through time, I think.
This label says Force Quit box.
Carlos, you do your research.
What's that?
Looks like there's a keyboard.
There's probably a password that goes there.
Then something ends if you punch it in?
But what, though?
Maybe the game Zero's making us play.
Wait. You really think Zero'd put something that easy here?
It seems like it wouldn't even have to be a box for that.
I mean, I wouldn't call it
Didn't
easy.
think it'd work.
I wouldn't call it easy. Like, if you don't know how to use it, then of course it's not gonna be helpful. It's only easy if you know what to do with it.
Just pressing random buttons isn't going to solve anything.
And I mean, Junpei, why are you surprised? You already know there's usually a trick to these things. Though you only have been through one Nonary game so far.
So, what now?
What can we do?
Maybe we should just get this voting business over with.
No.
Junpei.
No, we still have some time.
Come on, man. You're supposed to be the leader here.
How the hell did we get into this mess anyway? Do you guys have any ideas?
So, we have a minute to talk here because we have to ask them these 3 questions. But first off, my question, what would happen if we just, like, if every team didn't vote? It says that the team with 2 or more votes would be executed, but would Zero really do that? If we all just deliberately didn't vote, would he execute all 3 teams? Because they'd all have the same amount of points. It's an interesting question. And surprisingly, it's not something you can do. You don't have a choice for that. But, since we're here, I can finally start talking about voice actors. Like usual. There's nothing to say about Junpei and Akane. They have the same exact voice actors that they had in other games, both in English and Japanese. Although, if we're being technical, this is technically the first time their English voice actors have voiced them, period. Their roles in 999 and VLR were actually reprisals. Now, on to Carlos. His voice actor in the English version was unknown for a while, but fans seem to have tracked him down. It is Andrew Bowen. He's known for voices such as Sev from the Killzone series. Specifically, he voices him in Killzone 3. And he's the current voice of Johnny Cage from the Mortal Kombat series, having voiced him since Mortal Kombat 10. That's a pretty notable role, and probably the thing he's most known by in this game. Well, most known outside of this game, anyway. As for his Japanese actor, Tomokazu Sugita, who is the Japanese voice for Chrom from Fire Emblem Awakening, JP in Street Fighter 6, Kazuhira Miller, aka Kaz, from the Metal Gear series, and of all things, He's the Master of Masters from the Kingdom Hearts series. Yes, we have found him. We have found the Master of Masters' true identity. It is Carlos. How could we have been so blind? The Kingdom Hearts series has already been talking about timelines and world lines. Nomura, Uchikoshi, you know what you need to do. We need a ZeroEscape and Kingdom Hearts crossover. We need to tie these stories together. It is the only way. In all seriousness, it is kind of funny to think about. Now, since we won't have a good opportunity to do so until much later, obviously. What about Zero? Zero, in this case, Zero the Second. In English, he is voiced by D.C. Douglas. He is most famously known as the voice of Albert Wesker, arguably one of the main villains of the Resident Evil series, and probably one of the most famous villains from Capcom. Specifically, he started voicing him in Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles, and I think finally stopped after Darkside Chronicles and the Revelation games. Although he has also voiced him in crossovers like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Tekken. He is also the voice of Azrael, from the Blaze Blue series, and Alexi in Tales of Vesperia. I've been bringing up Tales of Vesperia characters, more often here. God, I think I brought it up, twice in VLR. And, spoiler, there's another character, or rather, another voice actor who voiced a character from that game in here. We'll get to her. In Japanese, Zero is voiced by Fumihiko Taichiki, who is the voice actor for Kenpachi from Bleach. And, side note, I've never watched Bleach. Yes, crucify me. Maybe I'll do a reaction to it one day. Who knows? It looks interesting. He's the voice of Gil in Street Fighter V. And this threw me for a loop. He is the Japanese voice of Duke Nukem from Duke Nukem Forever. Yes, Zero is Duke Nukem. No wonder he's killing so many people. We'll talk about the voice actors of the other characters as we get to them. Now, as for our questions to them, who is Zero?
Who is Zero?
To be accurate, you should probably ask, who is the second Zero instead?
Then that means there has to have been a first one, right?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah?
You know him?
Sorta.
Yeah.
I brought it up earlier. Bracelet a lot like this one has been strapped to my wrist before. It happened last year. Akane and I were trapped somewhere. The person responsible back then was named Zero.
But I don't think that one has anything to do with this one.
It's gotta be connected.
Just please. Believe me.
I don't know. It's just a hunch, Carlos. I don't think they're connected. I don't think that Zero is involved here. Well, I mean, they're probably involved, but they're not responsible. What makes you say that? It's just a hunch, right, Junpei? Right? Yeah. I mean, it's not like I'd say Zero is involved, but yeah, definitely not responsible. In fact, I'd say they're so involved, it's almost like they're in the room with us. Right, Akane? Right. Fuck you, Junpei.
She's right.
It's shit-eating grin on his face. The faces in this game are great, just for how unintentionally hilarious they are. What is Zero's purpose?
Why is Zero doing this?
To make us play a game, right? This decision game or whatever.
With the fate of mankind on the line.
So it's true.
Do you know something, Akane?
I think if we end up losing this game, we're all going to die.
As usual.
6 billion people will.
So what Sigma said back then up in DCOM was...
At this rate, 6 billion people will die.
God damn it, Sigma.
Yes, what Sigma said is the truth. Have you ever heard of the term reverie syndrome? What causes it is unknown. Neither the nerves nor the brain have abnormalities. But somehow, this disease causes you to stop reacting to a variety of stimuli. I've heard there are people from all over the world who have become affected by this.
Hey, hold up. How does this and what we were talking about before go together?
Shouldn't you know already?
Huh?
A crisis. Mankind is currently facing what is clearly an unprecedented crisis. Those affected are sensing it's coming.
Reverie syndrome.
You've heard of it?
Yeah, kinda.
You hiding something, Carlos? Fun fact, since I don't really have a good opportunity to say this otherwise. Junpei's little outfit here, he's actually supposed to be wearing a jacket. He's actually even wearing one in the artwork for this game. But it's just not here. If I remember correctly, I believe it was just due to them having difficulty with the animation. But whatever, I still like the outfit. What is your relationship? Are you two still on your divorce arc?
Akane Kurashiki. Junpei Tenmyoji. You're both Japanese, right?
Yes?
No, we're Canadian.
And you both lived in Japan when you were kids. You even went to the same school. So you're childhood friends.
Who told you that?
Sigma.
Sigma just can't keep his mouth shut, can he?
He mentioned it back in DCOM. We all lived in close quarters in that facility for 5 days. Information spreads fast. So, whose idea was it for you to join?
Huh?
The DCOM experiment. You two signed up together, right?
No, we didn't. We did this on our own.
Wait, you're telling me you guys just happened to bump into each other at DCOM?
It wasn't a coincidence. It was inevitable.
Junpei, what are you, Thanos?
Why did you subject yourself to this circus?
I didn't mention it before. I kind of really need a lot of cash. They said they'd give us $500,000 if we joined up.
Huh. Color me surprised.
Everyone else has deep motivations for being here. Carlos is, man, I just need the money. I'm just here to get the money and go. Alright?
Thought a hero of justice had no need of money.
A what?
Didn't you say you're a firefighter? A really good one? You faced off against danger and saved a whole bunch of people. Sounds like a hero to me.
I just have good instincts. Doesn't seem to matter where I find myself. They're pretty good at telling me which path has death at the end.
Like, we talking regular death, or are we talking Castlevania death here? $13:07.
Do you hear something?
Yes, we're using military time.
Over there.
Oh my god!
Gab!
The Ancient One has arrived! Praise him and his fluffy locks. He may not be able to see you, but he can lick you.
Where did you come from?
Looks like you made it here using this vent.
Does that mean it's connected to the surface?
No, of course not.
I don't think so. A vent to the surface would defeat the purpose of a bomb shelter.
So he came from another ward then?
It's too dark, I can't see anything. But Ward Q is down that direction, right? Think you can fit in there, Akane?
No, there's no way.
Someone likes cake too much.
Let's cut off Junpei's arm. He should be able to fit through then.
Jeez. God, after you were revealed as Zero, you were just a lot more open about how bloodthirsty you are, aren't you, Akane?
Hey, Mira! Eric!
Maybe stick your head in there, Carlos.
No answer, huh?
Hey, Gab. Did they steal you away from DCOM too?
Human, what are you doing? What is this petting you are doing? I did not give you the orders to pet. But keep doing it anyway. Also, why does it look so weird?
But why the dog?
Why not?
Maybe they felt bad about leaving him alone up there?
They could not ignore the Ancient One. He is the god of this world. They had to bring him here.
Baloney. You really think Zero do us any favors?
Sure.
Hold on. I think I got an idea that may work. This case, it holds medication, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. It's empty.
Did that bastard Zero take the meds?
I still think this could work. We can use it. Wait a sec.
Good old running animation of this game.
A beer coaster and a pen.
I found them on the counter of the bar.
Oh, there's something written on it.
Oh, I did that.
Hello, Carlos here. C-Team is voting for D-Team. So D-Team should vote for Q-Team, and Q-Team for C-Team.
Oh! You're going to put it in the case and have Gab go through the vent.
Cross your fingers he can get to Q-Team.
You really think it'll be that simple?
So we shouldn't?
I mean, you may as well.
I guess we don't have anything to lose. Why don't we give it a shot?
May as well try. What else are you gonna do? You're just gonna sit here and wait to vote. Go, please, Ancient One. You are needed. Spread your word with the other teams.
What did you throw?
Cheese. Picked it up with the coaster.
Could you also throw some bacon? Because that sounds delicious.
Was over there on the counter.
Why don't we just toss in some ketchup and pickles too? Maybe next time he comes back, he'll be a hot dog.
Junpei, what the fuck is wrong with you? Akane, what the fuck do you see in him? Like, seriously, this is the man. This is the one. This is who you're all bothered by. Like, really? I mean, I'm not gonna judge, but... Oy. Junpei, don't quit your day job.
It was a joke.
Akane, help me out here. Back me up.
5 minutes left.
Gab's not come back.
Let's just vote, Carlos. Like I said, if we forfeit...
I know!
Hey, there's one thing we can do.
What is it?
You remember what you wrote on the Gap letter?
The what?
The message we sent the furry pigeon to deliver? C-Team is voting for D-Team, so D-Team should vote for Q-Team and Q-Team for C-Team.
Yeah? So what?
So, vote for Q-Team instead.
What? Junpei, you can't be suggesting... If we do that, they'll end up with 2 votes and...
Yep, Q-Team will be out. Granted, this whole thing is assuming our initial plan works. The note makes it to D-Team, and Diana votes the way we want her to. Think about it for a second. 6 people have to die or we're never getting out of this bomb shelter. Those are the rules of the decision game according to Zero.
Presumably. Junpei, you should know better than anyone there's probably a trick to this.
Balancing the votes won't do us any good.
It might.
We'll just end up falsely prolonging someone's death.
Junpei...
The deadline to vote is in 3 minutes.
Come on, Carlos. Vote for Q-Team.
No, you can't!
That's the face of a man who doesn't know what the fuck he should do. Another decision time. So, if you couldn't tell already, this is a big gimmick of the game, where you will have to make decisions. Now, most of the time, you do not have a time limit in this decision. I could sit here forever and it wouldn't matter. However, there will be certain decisions later on that will require you to input an answer under a time limit, so be ready for that. Now, luckily, just in case you have forgotten what they just said about what team you should be voting for, open the menu, go to the file, and we can see it on the gab letter here. We're supposed to be voting for D team. So in case you just zoned out during their speech or had too much information at once, it can easily go there. And here are your decision game rules in case you want them again. Pretty simple. Now, let's go with D team. I mean, we said we would, right?
Your vote has been accepted.
Ah, I was worried you weren't going to do it, Carlos.
You'll see, Akane. Just because we did what we said we would doesn't mean this will work. Hell, we don't even know if our note reached the other teams or not. And even if it did, there's no guarantee they did what we asked.
You dare doubt the Ancient One and his ability to move as slow as a snail?
Two possibilities will come out of this. The 3 members of D Team will die.
Or it's our heads on the chopping block.
90 minutes have passed. Your time limit has ended. Sleep well, as the next game will begin when you awake. Unfortunately, the team who receives 2 votes will be unable to participate. One final thing. You've gone through with the vote exactly as I commanded. You deserve a reward for obeying. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the cranium. When you next wake, those who survived will be able to regret the decision they made, as all members of a single team will perish as a result of the vote you entered. Pleasant dreams.
Wow, what an asshole. Well, I hope you enjoyed that exposition-heavy scene, because we got 2 more of them. Next, we gotta go to Q Team. Side note, I wonder what happens if you decide to go with the opposite option for all 3 teams. So, for example, what if C Team chose Q Team? And obviously, like, Q Team chose D Team, and D Team chose C Team. Like, what if everyone went with the opposite decision of what they were instructed? Do we still get the same outcome? That might be worth something worth looking into. Maybe I'll do that after this recording is finished. But time for Q Team. Everyone's fan favorite team, right? Execution, Q. Yeah, Q Team is certainly made up of some characters. The prep room, the decontamination room, the quantum computer dome. That one kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. The pod room, the biolab, and that's basically it.
This is weird. There should be another room around here somewhere.
Let me see it! Hey!
Shut up!
He's got the right to see it too.
Mira,
Thank you.
Well, we got the map of Ward Q.
It's pretty pointless to hang out here kicking our heels. Let's go back to the lounge.
The lounge.
what is this?
Let's inhibit the virus. Maybe someone's gonna remove or control some kind of virus.
Virus? What virus?
Oh, you know. A virus of the radical variety.
About the vote, what will we do?
Don't ask me.
But if we don't do it, doesn't that mean we'll die?
Yeah.
I mean, they never said that. As far as I remember, the option was if you don't vote, you automatically get 2 points added to you. So that practically guarantees execution. But again, what happens if all 3 teams just don't vote? If everyone abstains?
Even if C team voted for D team, and D team did the reverse, if we refuse, then we get 2 votes against us automatically.
And Q team would be killed.
I suppose that's true if this game is for real.
So you're saying it's a joke?
Don't you think that would make a whole lot more sense? The DCOM staff will probably pop through that door over there yelling surprise.
I get it! You're right. Then him being here makes sense now.
How does that make sense? How does any of that theory make sense? You really think they would go to all of that trouble, putting you all in these low-locked rooms, putting those bracelets on, knocking you out multiple times, and putting a random child here with a mask on their face, all for a practical joke? What kind of idiot are you?
I bet that means you're part of the whole surprise.
No!
Come on. Take off that helmet.
I can't.
Huh?
I said I can't take it off.
Damn, Brat. Stop bullshitting me.
If you know who voices Eric, that line is pretty hilarious in hindsight.
Damn, Brat. I'll sue!
Stop! Stop! You'll break my neck!
Damn. It's really on there.
Let him
Wait. I see something on the side of this thing.
fucking let him go.
What the hell?
Isn't it a password input?
Does that mean the helmet comes off with the right numbers?
Yes, that's generally what a password is.
Or maybe his head'll explode.
Ah!
Hey!
Really? Who are you?
I don't know. I
Oh.
don't remember.
Oh, great.
I woke up and I was here.
Are you saying you have amnesia?
Maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our amnesiac character. We've had 7, we've had K, and now we have the child. Also, maybe the password is 57.
Could I ask you something?
Maybe the password
What?
is 573. God, oh my God! I knew what it was in the previous recording. Why can't I remember it now? 5738309 or. God damn it! I can't remember it. The one thing I have a brain fart on. Of course. All right. Time to talk about Q Team's voice actors. Because they are, let's say just say the Q Team is a very divisive team among fans. They're the only team that is completely comprised of new characters. As for their voice actors, first off, Eric, the resident asshole over there, in the English dub, he's voiced by Keith Silverstein, or Silverstein, who is well known as the current voice actor for Vector the Crocodile from the Sonic series. He's the voice of Hunk, also known as Human Unit Never Killed, from the Resident Evil series. He's been voicing him since the Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles, I believe. Or maybe it was the Resident Evil 4 Mercenaries mode. I don't remember if he had voice clips in that. And he was the voice of Dr. Wily in Mega Man 11. So, yeah. He has a number of notable roles. And his voice is pretty different between those roles. It's impressive. As a side note, he's also the voice of Shido in Persona 5. So, that previous line is a little hilarious to anyone who knows that role. In the Japanese version, he's voiced by Akira Ishida, who is the voice of Ido Phoenix, also known as Aster Phoenix in English, from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Yes, that's Aster. He's also the voice of Regulus Corneus in ReZero, and Zexion, and by extension Ienzo, in the Kingdom Hearts series. So he knows how to play a bit of an asshole. Next is Mira, our attractive, intelligent, mean character, as you can tell. She's very much following in the footsteps of Lotus and Alice. In English, she's voiced by Rachel Kimsey, who is the voice of Wonder Woman in Justice League Action, as well as some other bits of material. She voices Alice in Genshin Impact, and is the voice of Nozomi Nakahara in Persona 4 Dancing All Night. I honestly couldn't find many other roles besides that, or at least nothing that wasn't like additional voices and all that kind of stuff. Her Japanese voice actress, on the other hand, oh my god, talk about a well-known actor. In Japanese, Mira is voiced by Maya Sakamoto, who is very well known as the voice of Aegis in the Persona series. She's Shiki Ryugi in Kara no Kyokai. She's Jeanne d'Arc in the Fate series. She's Echidna in ReZero. And of all things, she's Princess Elise in Sonic 06. Yes, this is Elise. Just talk about a variety of roles. It's impressive. And finally, the child. In English, they're voiced by, and I apologize if I butcher this pronunciation, I genuinely have no idea how to pronounce their name. Jonquil Good. Or Goody. I assume it's just pronounced as good. And honestly, I couldn't find much in the way of voice roles for them. They're primarily known for voicing Twyla in Monster High and Apple White in Ever After High. So, yeah, I couldn't find much about them. They do a good job here. As for their Japanese voice actress, or Japanese voice actor, they are Aki Toyosaki, who is well known as the voice of Yui Hirasawa in K-On!, Aoi Inuyama in Laid Back Camp, and Yun Yun in Konosuba. So, yeah, that's a very specific set of voices there. Side note, if you haven't watched Laid Back Camp before, go watch it. It's a great little show. Very, very relaxing. I honestly felt so relaxed at one point when I was watching it that I fell asleep. And it was out of relaxation. I did not fall asleep out of boredom or anything. But it's nothing like... It's no action or adventure. It is literally just about camping. And funny antics. Anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, who is Zero?
I was wondering, who is Zero?
Oh, come on! Stop playing. You know everything, don't you?
I told you, I don't...
So you're gonna stick with the idea that this isn't some big surprise?
I don't know.
It's not a surprise.
I don't remember anything.
It's not a surprise, you idiot.
If this isn't a joke, then things are really serious.
Then you're saying one of the teams is actually going to be executed?
Probably. What is in that glass? Is that supposed to be water? Like, seriously, what is that?
But why would someone do that?
Zero said, it's a game.
So then he's a psychopath.
Or a sociopath.
This Zero guy's probably off somewhere enjoying seeing us freak out.
He could be that serial killer in the news.
That's that Heart Ripper, yeah?
Yeah.
Rumor is they killed 18 people, all in the past few years.
Of course it's 18. 1 + 8 = 9.
March 15th, 2026. The body of a young female was found in a park in Roseville. The victim's name was Virginia Bailey, age 28. The chest was ripped open and the heart entirely removed. It happened again on May 22nd, 2026. The body of a male was found in a trash can near a residence in Sacramento. The victim's name was Jeffrey Foray, age 37. His body was just like Virginia's, with the heart completely gouged out. 2 months later, on July 29th...
Hey, wait a minute. Don't you have amnesia or something?
Why do you know all this?
I don't know. I don't know why, but I knew.
You gotta be kidding me.
Dude, are you ever gonna, like, drink the beer in your hand? And why are you holding that if you're not gonna drink it? 1 second just to make sure I'm still recording. Yes. Don't want to get this far in and have it immediately nothing. Where are we?
I was wondering, where are we?
Weren't you listening to Zero earlier? We're 50 meters underground in a bomb shelter.
I know that, but where exactly?
Yeah, are we still in Nevada?
I doubt we're very far from DCOM.
DCOM?
Dwelling for the cohabitation of Mars.
So, it's an experiment to see if we could survive on Mars?
Uh-huh. We all lived together in that compound for 5 days.
C-Team and D-Team were there too.
Oh, and there was a dog. It was incredibly old. I think his name was Gab.
Ah, yes. The Ancient One. He is said to be hundreds of years old. Possibly millions, billions, before the rise of humanity. There was only Gab.
But not you. You weren't there. It's very suspicious.
Oh, what were they testing for?
Psychological data, mostly. It was a closed environment for a group of people for an extended period of time. So how would that mess with the subjects mentally? That was what they were trying to investigate.
What made you sign up?
Tough question. It seemed like it'd be kind of fun, I guess.
Eric?
I joined because Mira wanted to.
God, you're just a lapdog, aren't you?
That's it?
Well, maybe not entirely.
You know, as much as Eric is an asshole, he's not wrong. It is incredibly suspicious that the child was not there at DCOM for the experiment, but they are suddenly here. It's just, you know, he's an asshole, so it's kind of difficult to agree with him. What is your relationship?
Mira, Eric, what's going on between you two?
Going on? Well...
Are you in love?
God, you look like a friggin' school kid just discussing gossip at the lunch table. It's like, do you think Sally is in love with Amy? Ooh, I heard they've been glancing at each other.
Idiot! No, we're not!
We're not?
Well, we're not, but... Wait, what?
Wow, that took a turn.
You know, I've been trying to figure something out for a while. What is this thing?
A box?
Maybe it's a gift from Zero.
So, what, you think there's assorted teas inside?
No, maybe there's gift baskets. Or wine. Or maybe gift baskets with wine.
Gifts don't have to be a good thing, do they? Hey, what the hell? Stop!
Ah!
What if it's some kind of bomb?
A bomb?
And suddenly it explodes.
I don't think it is. Oh, something's on the back. I think this is upside down. So this would be the front.
Force quit box?
Guess it stopped something.
Look, there's also a keyboard.
Looks like you're supposed to input a code of some kind.
And if we get it right?
Then something will be forced to end?
But what?
Maybe... your life.
You just jump to the worst possible option, don't you? Side note. What is this? Like, now that I've gotten a good look at you, what is this outfit? Like first off, what? Is it, like, blazing hot in here? Why have you unzipped all of this? And are just walking around like that? But second off, why are there, like, zippers everywhere on this outfit? There's one here, there's one on each of the arms. Like, what is this? A Nomura-made outfit? No, who am I kidding? There would be, like, a ton of belts on it, if there were.
What was that sound?
It came from that way.
Let's go!
Gab? How did you...
Do not question the Ancient One. I will gnaw off your face, human. And then I will, force it, onto your buttocks. You will know true terror as you, worship and fear the Gab. Is there more cheese here, by the way? I'm quite famished.
You came through the vent. It's too dark. I can't see anything.
Why don't you go in?
I can't.
How?
Just do it, will ya?
See?
You didn't have this stupid thing on your head.
Hey, check this out.
It still wouldn't work, you moron! No one can fit in there. Only the dog can fit.
There's something inside the case.
Is that a coaster? Oh, there's something on it. Hello, Carlos here. C team is voting for D team. So D team should vote for Q team and Q team for C team.
What does this mean?
Don't you get it? They're saying to spread the votes.
Huh? Spread?
Dude, get your mind out of the gutter. We've already dealt with Sigma last game. I'm not putting up with you two.
I get it. If each team ends up with 1 vote each.
The whole thing is a tie, and no team will be executed.
Oh, that's a great idea. Okay, now we have a plan. Let's do it.
But wait.
Why should we wait?
Well, what if this message hasn't been delivered to D-Team yet?
You're right. The position of this vent does imply it only connects towards C. I doubt Gab's made his way toward D yet.
Probably not.
We need to figure out how to notify D-Team then.
Hold on a sec. I'll get a pen and cheese. There was some at the bar, right?
A pen?
And cheese?
What is in that bar? Ah, that sound! Like, seriously, what is in that bar? There's obviously drinks, but what food is in there besides cheese? I suppose you could make some nice fondue, but other than that, like, is it just cheese? You're gonna have one hell of a diet going through you.
That should do it.
What exactly are you doing?
Using my brain, something you can't understand. The prep room.
Oh, I get it. If Ward C and Ward Q have connected vents,
Then Q and D are probably connected as well.
Yep. We just need to take the cheese and...
Cheddar, Gorgonzola, Swiss. I will have all of them. The ancient one departs.
it's all on you, Gab.
Think it'll work?
I'm sure it will. "5 minutes until the deadline."
I wonder if Gab made it to Ward D or not.
Even if he did, who knows if Diana will vote the way it says in the note.
What? You think she'll betray us?
It's not outside the realm of possibility.
Have you met Diana?
I don't even want to consider the alternative.
Which is?
That the whole letter from C-Team is a trap.
Trap?
They could have written it, but maybe Carlos is planning to vote for Q-Team instead.
Hey, wait a minute now. That's not good. At all.
You said it. If I'm right, then we need Diana to do the opposite of what it says.
What? But...
The deadline to vote is in 3 minutes.
The vote has to be decided by the leader, but
what should we do?
We don't have time for a committee.
then we'll just have to use force.
Hey, wait!
Time to decide. And once again, in case you forget, we should be voting for C Team. And here's your map of Ward Q in case you were curious.
Your vote has been accepted.
Following the note, huh?
I guess it's fine. It's not like it was a bad choice. Now we wait and see what exactly Carlos and Diana do.
If this plan doesn't work, then there are two outcomes that could happen. Either the 3 and C team die.
Or we're the ones executed.
No, there's one more possibility.
Yeah?
It's a joke. Someone is definitely tricking us.
So it is you!
Jeez, dude! Calm down!
90 minutes have passed. Your time limit has ended. Sleep well, as the next game will begin when you awake. Unfortunately, the team who receives 2 votes will be unable to participate. One final thing. You've gone through with the vote exactly as I commanded. You deserve a reward for obeying. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the 3 of you. When you next wake, those who survived will be able to regret the decision they made. As all members of a single team will perish as a result of the vote you entered. Pleasant dreams.
Fun. Well, only one more to go. We got the D team. As opposed to the A team. Execution. D.
When a curious hate oozes calamity.
So, a moment when hate becomes calamity, huh?
Oh my god. Are we dealing with Ganon again?
Wonder what that means.
Beats me. Maybe it's not supposed to have a meaning.
Huh?
It's an anagram.
Finally. I was wondering when someone would realize that. I'm surprised Akane didn't figure that out.
You reorganize the letters into another sentence.
Why do you think it's an anagram?
I've seen something like this before. In another place.
In another time.
Anyway, where's Sigma?
What is in the box? It could be anything. What is in the mystery box? A boat's a boat, but the mystery box could be anything. It could even be a boat. Fi, we have to open it.
What are you looking at?
A box.
What kind of box?
Well, I'm looking into it because I don't know.
It looks like something's written on it.
It's just like crossing your arms.
Force quit box.
It's just like crossing your arms, don't you, Sigma?
That's interesting.
I see a keyboard on it too.
Use this keyboard to input a password and force something to stop. Is that what this means?
What does it stop?
Well, the obvious answer would be the game Zero is making us play.
Then we should try it.
What did you enter?
I shouldn't have thought it would be that easy.
We need a hint.
Maybe it says something on the underside.
Nope. Won't budge.
Is it heavy?
Heavy doesn't even begin to cover it. I doubt it's made out of anything from Earth.
Well, you are getting up there, Sigma.
What do you say? My body's still got it.
I'll just give it a try. You weren't lying.
God, what is it? Thor's hammer? Side note, rather interesting how none of us can lift it, but the child could. Fascinating.
See? I told you.
This is the map for Ward D, right?
Looks like it.
No, it's the map for Ward Z. Map of Ward D stored in file. There you go.
And we can go wherever we want so long as it's within this ward?
Yes, that's what Zero said.
The prep room. The decontamination room. This one gives me a bad feeling. The healing room. This makes me uneasy. The transporter room. Manufacturing. The trash disposal room. Oh, that looks comforting. And the locker
All right.
room.
We've checked all the rooms from top to bottom, but
You didn't find any exits?
Obviously. We are in a bomb shelter, after all. If there were several exits, it'd defeat the purpose it was built for.
so Zero told the truth.
Then opening the X door is the only way out. Mira! Eric! Can you hear me?
Carlos! Akane! Tenmyoji!
That's a nice little detail. Sigma primarily knows Junpei by his surname, so of course he's gonna call him like that.
There's no point. We wouldn't hear a drunk toga party at full volume on the other side.
I think we need 6 passwords to get this door to open, right?
Yeah, that X-Pass thing.
Phi, you have now put the idea in my head of all of you in just, like, togas. And I don't know how to feel about that.
For every one person who dies, one password will be revealed.
Someone draw that, please.
Is that true, though?
Sigma, why don't you try dying once?
I politely but firmly refrain.
God, what kind of lives do we live we can just casually suggest that? Like, hey, you want to die? Maybe I'll figure this out? No, I'm good.
What about you, Diana?
Hey, no.
Figured.
Phi, don't bother her.
May I ask you guys something?
What's up?
Why are you always crossing your arms? Okay, no. Voice actor time. Last ones. Now, once again, there's nothing to say about Phi. She has the same voice actors that she did in the previous game. As for Diana, here's the thing. Do you notice that she seems quite similar to a previous character? Just how nice she is. She's super polite. She seems sweet as a button. She reminds me of a certain robot girl from the previous game. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, she heavily takes after Luna. Sort of. And this is very much intentional, because she even shares her Japanese voice actors, Mamiko Nota. However, she does not share the same English voice actress. She's not voiced by Laura Bailey. In this game, Diana is voiced in English by Eden Regal? Regel? I'm not actually sure how you pronounce the surname. Riegel. If someone could inform me, I would appreciate it. She's well known as the voices of Devila and Popola from the Nier series. Yes, those two. Everyone knows them. Side note, Song of the Ancients is my jam. It is so amazing. Go play those games. She's the voice of Estelle in Tales of Vesperia. I told you there would be another Tales character in here. Or rather, another Vesperia character. Side note, Estelle and Rita, top tier ship. I want to see them again, please. And she's the voice of Sherry Birkin in Resident Evil 6. Capcom, please bring back more characters from the past and have them involved, because I really liked that. I know Resident Evil 6 is a mixed bag, but I really liked Sherry getting involved like that. Hell, do it with Ashley. Make her start getting involved in the events. I'd love that. Now, about Sigma, you might think, Oh, he's just the same, right? Well, no. He's not the same. He's recast in both English and Japanese. Sort of. Because here's the thing. In English, the voice we heard for Sigma was Jameson Price. And the one we heard in Japanese was Akio Otsuka. However, that was older Sigma, as Zero Senior. Now, to be clear, this is the older Sigma, or at least his consciousness, but he's in his 20-plus-year-old body, so his voice would naturally be different. And indeed it is. In the Japanese version, he's voiced by Daisuke Ono, the Japanese voice actor for K, which makes sense considering K was a clone of Sigma. But in English, the unmasked K was voiced by Troy Baker. That's not the case here. Instead, in this game, he is voiced by Matthew Mercer, who is well known for often kind of replacing Troy Baker on roles because he can do a very similar sounding voice. Honestly, I generally prefer Matt's voice acting in general, in my opinion. I don't know, I just feel he sometimes gives even better performances than Troy. That's just my opinion, though. As for his roles, Matthew Mercer... I mean, what do I say? It's Matthew Mercer. He's done a lot. Aside from, obviously, his very well-known role on Critical Role, he's also known for being the voices of Kiritsugu Emiya from Fate Zero, and some of the sequels. Leon Kennedy in Resident Evil, specifically Resident Evil 6 and some of the animated films. And he does a great job. Goro Majima in the English dub of the Yakuza games. Specifically starting to voice him in Yakuza Like a Dragon, aka Yakuza 7. And being the English voice actor for him since. He's the voice of Ganondorf in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And he's the current voice of Espia the Chameleon from the Sonic series. And finally, wouldn't you know it, he's the second voice actor in this game who has been the voice of Chrom from Fire Emblem. Oy, Chrom is everywhere. Side note, Nintendo, please, for the love of God, put Fire Emblem Awakening on the Switch 2. Give us a remaster of the game, or at least a re-release. Come on. Don't let don't let Fire Emblem Awakening and also Fire Emblem Fates and Echo Shadows of Valentia, do not let those be stuck on the 3DS forever. They are important. I mean, for God's sakes, Awakening saved the series from, just dying. At least show some proper respect. Anyway, moving on to our questions. Who is Zero?
Who do you think Zero is?
Oh, gee. I have no idea. What do you think, Fi? I don't know. Couldn't say. I don't know if I'd know him if I was looking at him.
Do you guys know who Zero is?
No, I haven't the foggiest. But they called themselves Zero.
Now you're just lying.
At the very least, they know about what happened a year ago.
What are you... There's one more thing for sure. Think about it. Why was Zero's speech to us pre-recorded? There's got to be a very big reason why things can't be in real time. There are two possibilities. They've already bit the bullet, or...
Zero is among us.
We're just getting that out of the way right away. It's rather hilarious that of these 3 teams, Q Team is the only one that doesn't have a character who has been a pre-established Zero. Like, C Team has Akane, D Team has Sigma. It's pretty funny. Will help come?
Do you think someone will come help us?
No.
Like who?
Maybe the DCOM experiment staff?
Sorry, but that's pretty unlikely. Remember? The staff stationed in DCOM can't communicate with us right now. The simulation is attempting to stay true to an actual Mars mission.
It's at least 6 months between Earth and Mars. In that time period, Earth will have rotated halfway around the sun. Which means...
By the time the spaceship reaches Mars, the Earth is behind it.
with the star in the way, we can't send a signal.
That's the lead-up. We've been doing experiments for the past 5 days.
Transmissions will re-establish on December 31st at 23:30, which leaves us with more than 10 hours.
There's no point in hoping for a rescue to come before then.
Pretty sure the DCOM staff won't notice any problems until that time.
You guys are like siblings. You're totally in sync.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call them siblings. The way Sigma talks.
This may be somewhat rude of me to say, but the way you talk, Sigma, is, a little unusual.
Forgive him. The age of his mind and his body are completely different.
Oh, he mentioned that back at DCOM. That his consciousness had come back from the year 2074.
That's correct. That's why I know what will happen in the future. I must have spent the past 5 days warning all of you. If nothing changes, mankind will be destroyed. Kane, Phi, and I infiltrated DCOM to stop all that from happening.
Phi? Is this true?
Well, would you believe me if I said that it was?
Then why are all of us trapped in this strange place? You know the future. Then you could have prevented it.
We had no idea what events went down inside the DCOM facility. Nor did we know anything about what's going to happen in this shelter.
Because Akane neglected to give us this information. Yeah, this is a little bit of a retcon when you think about it. Because Akane didn't give Sigma much of any information about what happened in the facility, despite the fact that she's one of the participants in it. Granted, the groups are separated, so she would only have partial knowledge. Then again, Sigma could also tell her some of what he experienced, so... Side note, Sigma, what the hell was your plan? Like, seriously, what was your plan? You come up to these people, you tell them that my mind is transferred here from the future, 45 years in the future. I'm here to tell you we're all going to die. It's like, dude, you realize how nuts you sound, right? You don't have any proof to back you up besides Phi, who isn't the most reliable source. You're lucky they didn't lock you up in an insane asylum. Like, seriously, what was the plan?
Why did this have to happen to me?
You had 45 years to think about this. I know you were busy, but surely you could have come up with a better idea than simply just going, just take my word, bro. Take my word. We're all freaking screwed.
I should have never listened to Rebecca.
Rebecca?
She's the head nurse at the hospital where I worked.
Oh, right. You did say you were a nurse.
Of course you are.
I joined the DCOM experiment because Rebecca suggested it to me.
Just like Luna, you have a medical license. How fitting.
She told me that they were searching for a nurse willing to participate. Well, to be honest, there is another reason why I decided to join.
He has arrived. Again, all the faces in this game are so meme-worthy. Diana's shocked face right here is just perfect.
Cap!
The god has arrived. I demand your cheeses. All of them. If not, I will gnaw away at whatever lives you have left. The Ancient One demands sustenance.
Why is Gab here?
Jeez!
I think he came through the vent.
See anything?
No, it's too dark.
You're up, Fi.
You want me to go in there? It's clearly impossible.
You sure?
I won't repeat myself. My boobs are D's.
Your pants are on fire.
Fine. Really? That's your excuse? Also,
It's true.
It seems to me they've gotten a full size larger than the last time you told me.
It's been 45 years. Growing is natural.
You were just sleeping.
Could I interrupt?
okay, one, Sigma, of all the moments in all those timelines you've experienced, how is that, like, one of the things you remember? That specific conversation. Secondly, fine. That future hasn't happened yet. You would be growing in reverse. Like, what kind of backwards logic is that? What are you, like, Benjamin Button with your boobs? The older you get, the smaller your boobs get? Like, what the hell?
What is this?
What kind of cursed existence is
that
that?
a coaster?
Something's written on it. Hello, Carlos here. C-Team is voting for D-Team. So D-Team should vote for Q-Team and Q-Team for C-Team. And someone else wrote...
Q team, got it.
I get it. By spreading out the votes, they're suggesting we make it a tie.
Looks like Q team agreed.
Seems so.
I guess Gab passed through Ward C to Ward Q and ended up here. It'll work! Now none of the teams will have to die.
Aw, she's so precious.
I wonder about that.
What?
The deadline to vote is in 3 minutes. Damn, we don't have much time. We need to head over to the voting device.
What exactly did you mean earlier, Fi?
I'm saying it could be a lie.
Do you mean that Q team is planning to betray us?
No, I doubt it. If that's what they intended, they didn't have to send Gab. They'd only have to decide to vote for D-Team.
Then you mean...
There's a chance that C-Team will betray us. Maybe they're saying they'll vote for D-Team, but actually vote for Q-Team.
Why would they do that?
To make us choose Q-Team. If you think it's a good idea to spread out the votes, then your choice is easy, right? I'm just saying. It's a possibility.
Ah, yes, your famous catchphrase. Fi, you just don't trust anyone, do you?
The deadline to vote is in 1 minute.
What should I do?
The fact that Gab showed up means that we can assume Q-Team's voting for C-Team. So we have no choice but to choose Q-Team. Otherwise...
Our single vote could cause the death of all of C team.
Oh, poor Diana. Time to decide. She really doesn't belong here. I feel so bad for her. Who am I voting for? Q team. Well, time to kill the child. Your choice is made.
Your vote has been accepted. Well, that was a good choice.
Do you think it'll be okay?
Probably not.
So long as Gab's note was the truth.
All we could do was trust them.
I suppose.
90 minutes have passed. Your time limit has ended. Sleep well, as the next game will begin when you awake. Unfortunately, the team who receives 2 votes will be unable to participate. One final thing. You've gone through with the vote exactly as I commanded. You deserve a reward for obeying. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the 3 of you. When you next wake, those who survive will be able to regret the decision they made, as all members of a single team will perish as a result of the vote you entered. Pleasant dreams.
Well, finally got all the introductions and all that stuff out of the way. And because of that, oh boy, the flowchart has opened up a lot. Like, a lot. So, this is meant to indicate what teams have survived the execution choice. We got this thumbs up over here in light blue indicating that all teams have survived. However, as should be obvious, if we get this red one, it means that C team died, I believe. The green one would indicate Q team died, and the blue one indicates D team would die, as they are each representing that specific color. And because of that, a lot of things have opened up. Now, the next thing we're going to do is an escape room, but I need to state this right off the bat. There are fewer escape rooms in this game than the previous ones. Both 999 and Virtue's Last Reward had 16 escape rooms. With 999, you technically were only needed to do 13 of them, while the remaining 3 were optional, but still, if you wanted 100% completion, you needed to do all of them. However, this game only has 13. And they're kind of spread out unevenly. C Team and D Team each only have 5 escape rooms, and Q Team only has the remaining 3. So, in order to make sure that no team overshadows the others, and that we can see each team, like, each video, the way we're going to do this is that we will do an escape room as C Team, then one is D Team, then one is C Team again, then one is Q Team, and then one is D Team, and then we just repeat that entire order one more time. And then at the very end, we'll just have, like, one straight line for all teams. That is the best way I can think of to do it in a way that'll make it even and fair. There is something else to note here. You see all these pieces? The thing is, this story is made to purposefully be confusing. Like the other ZeroEscape games, the game's story is a bit of a jigsaw puzzle plot. But this one especially ramps it up. Mainly because you have no idea when these specific story segments are taking place until after you have completed them. Only after you have completed them will they actually show their placement on the flowchart. while there is a way to do this chronologically, well, as chronologically as you can get with alternate timelines, I felt that there was no point to do that. It was too much work, too much hassle, and honestly, it would rob the idea that the game is trying to convey, that it's trying to be confusing to both the characters and the players. So, we're just going to choose whatever escape room suits my fancy at the time. So, for now, let's go with this one. That's clearly in the rec room. So, coming back here for just one last little extra, I decided to check out something. I briefly questioned what would happen if we chose the alternate options. Basically, we tried to spread out the votes by voting for each specific team. If I remember correctly, it was C team voted for D team, D team would vote for Q team, and Q team would vote for C team. But I decided, what would happen if I chose the opposite option for every one of them? Because technically that would still be spreading out the votes. It wouldn't, like, it shouldn't change anything, right? If I just chose the, like, what was considered the worst option, or I guess the bad option, the one that would potentially kill one of the teams. But if I did it for all three of them, would anything change? The answer is no. Not at all. Because I still spread out the votes, it doesn't actually change anything. It specifically has to be a case where 2 votes are given for a specific team. Even if I picked the alternate choice, since the votes are still spread out, it still works out. So, just an interesting little detail. Either that, or they did not expect the players to do that. Could be either one. Anthropic principle. How do you feel about gambling?
This is...
The rec room.
It's the new year.
Huh. The vote was at 13:30, so we slept for over 10.5 hours.
Possibly.
Well, not necessarily.
Right. Zero explained it earlier.
Once 90 minutes are up, an injector in your bracelet will activate. An anesthetic and an agent to erase your memories will be administered.
We might have just forgotten we did.
So, we've woken up a bunch of times already?
Possibly.
Something horrible could have happened, and we don't remember it.
And I can't even think about it without getting chills. No good. It's locked.
So it's like usual, and we're trapped?
How about a drink to pass time then? There's a lot of things we can do here.
Junpei, in 90 minutes, we'll...
I'm kidding.
When you said drink, did you?
Well, we are 22, you know. I'm no longer that little boy who played old maid with you years ago.
Wow, Junpei, you just kind of turned into a cynical asshat, didn't you?
Is that so? True. Looks, tastes, and other superficial things change with time.
I just want to check, am I still recording? Yes, I'm going to be forever paranoid about that.
But there must be something inside you that's still the same.
Oh god, pull out.
Swimming, going to festivals, Getting into snowball fights in the schoolyard.
Pull out the somber guitar tunes. Man, doesn't this just make you feel the edge?
During the incident with the rabbits, you protected me, didn't you?
What about it?
The Junpei from back then, he must be somewhere.
Says the one of us who changed first. No. You might not have changed at all. It's just me seeing things I missed before.
Let me tell you something, Junpei. Say what you need to, while there's time to say it.
Carlos!
The hell? You make it sound like I'm some brat who lies to himself.
Once, I couldn't save my parents because of my inexperience.
You?
Wait, you weren't a firefighter then?
I was 18. I'd only just passed the test.
I'm sorry, but this is just funny. Just all of a sudden, the American flag in the background. You know what I'm thinking? Give me a minute. Can you tell I don't usually write with the mouse? Perfect. Absolutely perfect. My country is a fucking pigsty. It is fucking awful. But that's what happens when you decide, when people decide to elect the worst human being on the planet. Oy.
I'd come home after buying a birthday present for my sister. At that point, I'd arrived before the fire department had. That's why I...
Carlos, I'm here!
Look at that high definition fire!
I'm over here!
I managed to save my sister, but not my mother and father. It was because of their support that I could become a firefighter. And I was never able to even thank them. Sorry. I kind of brought the mood down.
I mean, Junpei is here, so the mood is automatically brought down, apparently.
Anyway, I just wanted to say, I don't want the two of you to end up having any regrets. If you have something to say it while you're alive.
Huh. While we're alive.
Please don't say that. It's bad luck.
Akane, we're in a death game, where 6 of us have to die in order to, for 3 of us to get out. So, I mean, like, come on. Death is expected here.
Good point. Okay, let's find a way out of here. That is the first step to staying alive.
Seek a way out. Welcome to the rec room. So, we're still using fully 3D environments, just like in Virtue's Last Reward. Thankfully, the movement is so much better. Woohoo! Also, yes, based on certain things, if you couldn't tell, this game was made with a bit of a budget. And if I remember correctly, I think it was canceled at one point before being brought back. So, yeah, it's not as high quality as the previous games. Another piece of evidence indicating this is the music. You recognize this? This is the lounge theme from Virtue's Last Reward. The majority of the soundtrack is composed of reused / remastered versions of themes from the previous 2 games. There are some new tracks, but they're few and far between. So, on to this. There are 2 candles up here. Looks like they're glued in place. Maybe that's so they don't fall off. Hang on, 1 second. I just want to check something real quick. Okay, so that's how you do it. Because I ran into that problem the last time I recorded this. There are 2 candles above the fireplace, but we can't move them. And as usual, I will be checking for as much optional dialogue as I can. However, there's not going to be as much as the previous time because, as you've noticed, there's no difficulty select this time. There's no hard or easy, it's just the standard difficulty. This also gives me a chance to finally show this. The last part of the menu screen. Status. It shows the status of every team currently at this point in the timeline. Now obviously, we don't know what's going on with Q Team and D Team. But for C Team, we're all alive. Obviously. It's a fireplace. There's no fire in it right now. Wow, it's big enough to fit someone inside. How funny would it be if Zero decided to play hide and seek here? So what, Zero is Santa Claus? It's a well-made fireplace. The fire's not lit. This is a bottle of oil? It says oil, 130 milligrams on it. Maybe it's for the fireplace? I wonder why that label says that, though. Maybe 130 milliliters of oil is the max you can put in the fireplace before it explodes? Or you need to use 130 milliliters of oil to get your fried chicken to taste delicious. Fried chicken? What is this, Zero's cooking hour? No, but that sounds like it'd be a hilarious little spin-off. Oil 130 milliliters. Why is the unit of measurement in parentheses? Bottle of oil. The label says 130 milliliters. A suit of armor. I always like these things. Why not try it on, Carlos? This isn't exactly the best place to be doing that. Besides, it looks hard to put on. A suit of armor that looks a little old. I have this urge to try it on. Hold on. This thing's holding something in its right hand. It's a fire hook? A fire hook. It's for putting and arranging things in a fireplace. You can use it as a weapon, but I don't think it'd be able to break down the door. Fire hook. You can use it to put things in a fireplace. So, like usual, you can examine things with an item in order to get certain reactions. You can also switch it out. In this case, I'm pressing the up on the D-pad. Or you can press W on the keyboard. For some reason. This board has some newspaper clippings and photos. But they're all so old that we can't read a word. Oh, no clues then. Let's move on to the next place. Yeah. Nothing really to say about these. You'd think it would be foreshadowing, but nothing really. There's some clippings on the board, but we can't read any of them. The chart on this table, four spots are circled. 5, 21, 26, and 28. I have no idea what they mean. There are 4 spots circled on the table. I'm not sure what they mean. Ooh, a roulette wheel. Who likes gambling? This is a roulette wheel, just like the ones you find in casinos. There's some kind of input here. Let's test it out. I know what we should put in. Nope, that's not it. What about 0? Luna. Okay, as should be obvious, we don't have what we need. Well, we sucked with that. What was it we're supposed to put in? Alphabet. Was there a clue somewhere? Obviously, this is our clue, but we need a bit more to go off of. A suit of armor. Having one of those standing in your home would be pretty cool. Yeah, it'd be a great statement, even if it didn't match the interior design. It'd definitely dominate a small room. Solid-looking suit of armor. It's a strong interior design choice. Carlos, interior design expert. You would get along well with just Belmont. Brandy, whiskey, sake. Man, this bar has everything. Are you a regular drinker, Carlos? I've never bought for myself, but I don't refuse when coworkers invite me out. I always end up leaving early to visit my sister, though. You really are dedicated to her. Whiskey and brandy line the shelves, but nothing catches my eye. This is a small wooden box. Maybe we could use it for something. Let's take it with us. This box, I don't see a lid to open it anywhere. I can hear something when I shake it. Hey Junpei, try to karate chop it open. If I could do that, I'd make a career as a pro fighter. Really, Junpei? Also, why can't we just, like, throw it on the ground and stomp on it? Wooden box. Something's inside, but there's no way to open it. You know, it's not like I have this fire hook that I could stab the box with. Ah! It's Sunset 24! And why are you shouting, Junpei? You don't know, Carlos? They're super rare. You can't find them anywhere anymore. I memorized the slogan when I was a kid. The setting sun at 24. A perfect match. Man, always wanting to be cool. It's just a cigarette. Why do you have to be 24 to smoke it? Whatever. You said it's rare? Sunset 24. Apparently it's a rare brand of cigarette. That surely is important. Probably. Wait, this is Sadman 570. Is something special about this wine, Carlos? There's a legend about this bottle. You're not supposed to ever drink it. It's so bad, wine experts everywhere lose their will to live after tasting it. It's like Pandora's box, but with wine. It's alright if you open it, but please don't drink it. Sadman 570. Kinda wanna try it. Akane, keep him away from it. These are records? Oh, really? I've never seen real ones before. Me either. I hear old bars sometimes still use them, though. The player itself doesn't take up much space. My parents used to have one. When I listened to records on it, it made me feel like I was really at a concert. I shoveled a bunch of records. Nothing strange here. Whoopsies. I have to back out of this. The game is still occasionally a little finicky. This armor's pretty well made, but why is it here? What if the armor starts moving to attack if someone cheats? Don't be silly, Junpei. We're not in some game or movie. Akane, really? Of all things you could have said, that's what you say? Don't jinx us. This thing will turn into the armor from Resident Evil 4. It will stalk us. It's well-made armor. Judging by how stiff the limbs are, it's not gonna move. It's a glass bottle of water. Dramas on TVs always have one of these things as a murder weapon. A bottle of water. What are you saying, Junpei? The shelter must be fully prepared, so they bottle of them. Akane. What the fuck? What? What? It's just a joke. Come on, you two, say something. It's a bottle of water. There must be more to this than a bad pun. Junpei, what do you see in her? It's the United States flag. It's kinda cool that each star represents a state. I like the Japanese flag too. It's simple and clean. It's simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's I'm sorry, the Kingdom Hearts fan in me was triggered. All I need to hear is those words. I'm like a sleeper agent. The US flag, pretty normal. Can we burn it? Seems appropriate. This says New Caledonia. It's a popular vacation spot. Blue skies, endless ocean. I'd like to see it someday. It'd be pretty sad to go alone, though. It's a poster of New Caledonia. You can still see the blue sky under the dirt. I think this thing is probably a clock. Yeah, a digital one. Nothing's on the display. Maybe the batteries are missing? We could toss it around like a frisbee. What? You gotta admit it looks like one. A digital clock. Since we can check the time on our bracelets, we keep looking around. You don't think there's a reason it's off, Carlos? Any particular reason they may not want you to see the time on the clock? Hold up. Is this the Funya Rimpa? I didn't know it could be a copper plate. Funya Rimpa? What are you going on about, Junpei? It's just a memorial plate. Junpei was super excited for a minute, but it's just a copper memorial plate. Akane, you should know you've seen one of those timelines, at least. And yes, that is, I think, the only reference to the Funya Rimpa in this game. Despite it being such a meme among the fans, I think this is the only time it's been referred to after 999. It's truly sad. Well, there's a grand total of 10 lights on the ceiling. I wonder if one of them will crack open with a congrats banner once we get out of here. I doubt Zero's the type to do something as cute as that. Nothing strange about the lights, they're just glowing whitely. Oh, hey, it says Aloha on that surfboard. Sounds so happy and carefree. That's only because we're trapped here. You feel so free when you're surfing. Complete 180 to how we feel in here. The surfboard has some hibiscus flowers on it, but there's nothing else special about it. A picture of a big moon. It's beautiful. Yeah, looking at this kind of calms me down. No way to turn into a werewolf staring at a boring picture. Let's keep moving. It's a picture of a landscape at night. No hidden switches behind it. Let's search somewhere else, you two. Just an ordinary night landscape. Ooh, what be you? Are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking? Why so serious, Junpei? It's just that tower of cards. My fingers are itching to knock it down. Same here. It'd be a shame to destroy all that hard work. That tower is really distracting. Like, Zero, what did you... Like, did you just come in here and, like, kind of carefully stack these before you put everyone in here? Because it clearly wasn't here when we first got here. I just imagine, Zero, like... screwing it up is like, shit. Have to get this right before they wake up. Come on, no time. Well, there's only one thing we can do. This tower. Let's knock it down. Huh? Some of the cards are sticking to the table. They purposefully taunted us at the top of the card so we'd see these. There's a minus, a plus, and an equal sign. Must be a math equation. A83 minus 10QQ9 plus 94Q58J equals. These cards are set up to look like a math equation. You're right. And all the kings are ripped in half over to the side. Hey, couldn't we just calculate this using the numbers on the cards? But the queens and jacks have no number. And what about the ripped kings? There must be a clue to solve this around here somewhere. Ah, but what about this? There are some square holes here. Something could fit inside. Square holes on the table. Maybe we could fit something inside them. What the? I pressed back. Why did you go forward? Some neon lights. Reminds me of wandering down streets at night. You go out late a lot? Only when I'm in the mood to drink alone. Walking the streets distracted me from everything I had to deal with at work. For me, it's the opposite. Walking alone at night makes me nervous. I imagine it would. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if walking alone at night is when you and Aoi were kidnapped. Just some neon tubes. There's nothing strange about them. Below the floor storage, I see a narrow slit on the top. Doubt we'll be able to open this with our bare hands. The cover for the storage under the floor is closed. It says collect 5 coins here. So does that mean we need to find 5 coins? There are 5 holes here. It says collect 5 coins at the bottom, then the holes are for the coins. 5 holes here, they can fit the coins. Hey, this button says open. Think this is for the door? But it's under this glass. Couldn't press it even if we wanted to. It says collect 5 coins down here at the bottom. So does that mean if we get 5 coins, we'll be able to push the button? And it looks like the coins go in these holes. Let's start looking. This button is tempting me so bad. No way you're gonna open it like this. Let's see if we can find the coins. This fire hook can't break it. Surprising that they allow you to even choose that. Damn it, the door's shut tight. It's locked. We'll just have to find a way to open it. This is the door that leads to the hallway. It's locked right now and won't open. We could always stab it! Unfortunately, that's not an option for some reason. Well, that's conspicuous. What's wrong, Junpei? Why are you staring at it so hard? Oh, I just thought maybe it was one of those door motion sensor activated things. Sturdy set of armor. Doesn't seem like it'll talk. Its name is Mario. Huh. Something stuck in the helmet. A chart with letters of the alphabet on it. Letter chart in the rec room. Gee, I wonder what this could be. So, as a slight note, in terms of files, they are separated into 2 distinct sections. Cinema is for any files that have to do with the story. So, the maps, the gab letter, and so on. Quest is for any files you found that pertain to the escape rooms specifically. This definitely makes it a bit easier to navigate. However, there's one more thing we can do with the fire hook. Maybe we can use this fire hook to open the cover. Awesome! We got it open. Wait. 5564 and X? What is this? I think something's written under the red X. 5564X. What's up with this red X though? Beats me. How about we search around on some more for now? It's a wooden hammer. We could probably use this somewhere. We should take it with us. This hammer. There's a red X on one end. Oh, I know. When Zero shows up, we'll hit him with that X. What, like whack-a-mole? If that's what it takes to get us out of here. Nope, no way that's right. Wooden hammer with a red X on one end. Nothing else here. Let's check out other places out. How about hitting the X mark with the hammer? Nothing's happening. Maybe this isn't where we're supposed to hit. It's possible. I wonder what the numbers in 5564X mean. Was that the gavel sound from Ace Attorney? Let's try hitting this with it. Damn, I thought this hammer would break the glass. It looks like it's reinforced glass. It's difficult to break. What about the door? Really? There's no optional dialogue for that? Huh. I think this is a slot for a card. Let's use the superhero trading card Junpei treasured back in grade school. Like I would still have that. That was forever ago. But, card. Did you find anything that could fit here? What superhero card was it, Junpei? I know Japan is big on some superheroes like Spider-Man. Or is it a Super Sentai hero? I'd be curious to know. Actually, now that I think about it, I know Marvel is big in Japan. Is DC big in Japan? Like, this is a legitimate question I have. The dice-shaped buttons are really stuck on. I doubt we can take them off. It'd be a lot of fun to play with them, though. I wouldn't necessarily say they'd be fun. The dice are stuck to the machine. We can't force them off. Well. Oh, wow, this leather chair's so comfy. Well, the comfort level of a sofa or chair is very important. This looks like an expensive leather chair. It says extreme slots here on the bottom. Extreme, huh? Well, better live up to expectations. The bottom of the machine reads extreme slots. There's a heart on this frame here. For being only 9x9 squares, it's rather pretty. Hot Spring Hotels have these kinds of puzzle games a lot. 9x9 square with a heart shape in the middle. There's nothing in the tray here. We should get coins flowing out of here if we get a match on the machine. None here, but if we hit a match, maybe something will come out. Pulling the lever does nothing. The reels won't spin. I don't think power's running through it. How do we turn it on? The machine's not powered on. The lever isn't doing anything. It says, make a heart here. Huh? How exactly do you make a heart? Make a heart. There's a heart shape down here near the bottom. Maybe put something there? What's this? It says odds equal 35%. Odds is how you explain win rates in gambling. But that's usually percentage, not odds. Maybe that's why it's in parentheses. You seem to know a lot about this, Junpei. Do you play slots a lot? Nah, it's just a little horse racing. Let off steam and unwind, you know? There happened to be an odds 35 race, so, well, I bet $100 on it. I take it you didn't win, huh? Don't be so hard on yourself, it happens. It says odds equal 35%. I'd rather not think about that number anytime soon. Junpei, you're not a good gambler, are you? I think something needs to go in the upper section of the slot machine. You're right. It's completely blank. But what? Blank space for something at the top of the slot machine. Leather chair. You can rest here for a while if you're tired, Carlos. No, this isn't the time or place. Let's check out something else. Leather chair. I could sink right into it if I wanted, but not right now. There's a closed portable chess set on the table and a bottle of jam. It'd look tasty on a piece of toast. Better not eat it, Akane. Could be poisoned. 1 second to check. Okay. Confession. I have never had jam on toast. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I don't particularly like toast. Whatever. This is a chess rulebook. Are we supposed to check this? Rules of chess. So basically, it's laying out the pieces in chess and their movement. Surely this will be helpful for this chessboard on here. What? This jam? Is jam 100% pure? Carlos, why are you staring at it? Do you recognize it? Yeah, my sister really likes it. I bought it for her a lot. Take some in the morning and you'll be strong and beautiful inside and out. Jam 100% pure. I'd hear her quote that ad all the time. It's great you have such a fond memory, but you should never make your voice that high. It sounds like a TV commercial aimed at young girls. Jam 100% pure. Never thought I'd see it again. This makes me think of my sister. Fascinating. Huh, the chessboard doesn't want to open. I don't see anything keeping it shut. Hey, is there something off about the word chess there, or is it just me? Oh, the E in chess is mirrored. Ah, that's it. That's why it felt so off to me. But why is the E mirrored? Is it just a typo? Why is only the letter E mirrored on this thing? Hey, you know, couldn't chess sort of look like numbers? You're right. Each S would be a 5, the mirrored E is 6, and H is 4. But that leaves the C out since it doesn't look like a number. Well, Where did we see that number? That's right. We saw it over there with a red X at the end. Well, may as well hit it with the hammer. Maybe if we hit the C with this hammer. A cylindrical piece came out. Ah, so this is how the chessboard was locked. That was pretty tricky. I wouldn't necessarily say tricky. This is the cylinder from the chess set. There's 3 windows showcasing chess pieces. Let's see if we could do something with it. Let's wait for a minute. Something's drawn on the board. Look at how these arrows are going. Is this how each piece moves? Chess piece movements are drawn on the board. So yes, we have to figure out what chess pieces we have to enter into the device. How do we figure this out? Well, first off, the order here. 1, 2, 3. That's obviously the order of the chess pieces. But as for how we figure out which pieces are which, we have to use this. Look at the movement they're going through. Using the rules of chess, we can then determine that the first one is a rook, the second one is a bishop, and the last one is a king. Going up and down, going diagonal, and this one just goes all over. So yes, let's just enter that. A rook, a bishop, and a king. Yes, it opened and something came out. Coin and a note with numbers on it. Well done, Carlos. 5, 28, 21, 26. What could that be for? This coin was in the cylinder. To think we had to use chess to get it. Although that makes sense considering what room we're in. The coin that was in the cylinder. There's nothing special about it. Well, we may as well put it on the thing. These are the movements of the pawn, bishop, and king pieces. May as well get it out of our inventory. Ah, the coin fits perfectly. But just one doesn't do anything. The case is still locked. One coin has been placed in a hole. We need 4 more. Well, we have this. First, let's put the box here. One-way fireplace, the fire's not lit. Ah, right, I am forgetting one important piece of detail. How did I forget to pick this up? The matches. Matches, they don't feel wet, so we can still use them. For matches, you can start a fire if you strike one against a rough surface. It's easy for me now, but I was afraid of lighting fires when I was young. Now you mention it, I remember watching you be scared to light a firework. Oh, you still remember? Yeah, I seem to recall you cowering and hiding like a baby behind me. Oh, don't tease me like that. Just regular matches. Maybe we could use them somewhere. Akane, I feel like you're probably still afraid of fire a bit. For understandable reasons. How about we start a fire with these matches? Oh, now we have a fire. Seeing a fire in a fireplace during winter makes you feel warm. Fire is burning in the fireplace. Maybe we should put something in it. Oh, I know. Let's get some sweet potatoes. It's the perfect season for them. Maybe not, Akane. We'll forget the serious situation we're in if we do that. Fire is burning strong. Let's put something in it. Besides sweet potatoes. Got it. Let's get some marshmallows. Wait a second. Are you putting out the fire, Carlos? We could still use that. Let's let it go for now. Got it. I should poke it. Alright, put the box in. The wooden box. Are you going to burn it in the fire? I was just wondering what would happen. But the contents inside would burn too. Could I see it for a second? And in you go. But Junpei, no! Why did you do that? You just gotta have faith with these things, or you'll end up never moving forward. The wooden box is burning. I wonder if something's in there, but I can't take it out with my bare hands. I can't use this fire hook to pull the box out. But the fire's really strong. Maybe we should put it out first, just in case. Let's use this bottle of water to put out the fire. And it's out. What happened to the box? I can see the ashes of the box here inside the fireplace, but it's still really hot. We can't get at it with our bare hands. If we use this fire hook, we can poke around inside the fireplace. Hey, is that a coin underneath the ashes of the box? Guess tossing that box in was the right thing to do after all. Let's grab it. This coin was in the wooden box. Why would Zero go through all that trouble just to have us burn up the box in the end? It's not hot at all right now. Burnt ashes litter the fireplace. Nothing else is in there. Well, may as well put that in. Okay, the second coin is in. If the glass still hasn't moved, we need to fill the other 3 holes. So, can you tell what we have to do here? What do those circles on the chart mean? Hey, hold on. Didn't we see something similar? We did. So, you see how these are? 5, 28, 21, 26, and 28? First off, 5, 28, 21, 26. In that specific order. And they were red, black, red, black. What do we have here? Well, if we look at it that way, we get some very specific letters. In this case, we would ultimately get the letters S, P, I, N in that order. Because you have to compare the chart to this. S would be this one right here, and from there you can probably see where everything lines up. So of course we have to put spin into the roulette wheel. Can I use the keyboard for this? The answer is no, I can't. I actually just have to type it in with a mouse. Oh, the wheel detached. All we had to do was input the corresponding letter from the chart. Well, that was more straightforward than I was expecting for this place. Well, this wheel detached from the table. Where can we use it? You could wear it on your head. As if Zero would go through the effort of making a hat. I might die from how stupid it is. It's a roulette wheel. Maybe we could find some place to use it. Oh, come on, Junpei. Wear this thing like a sombrero. Go ahead. There's something here under the wheel. It's a coin. This is the coin we found under the roulette wheel. Coins are so tantalizing. Whenever you have a lot of them, you just feel happy. Well, they are shiny and remind you of money. This is the spot where the wheel used to be. Now there's nothing here. The circles on the table were the hint to removing the roulette wheel. Yeah, no duh, Junpei. Now we have 3, just 2 to go. We are almost done with this escape room. As should be obvious, put the roulette wheel in this giant circular thing. Hey, the power turned on when I put the roulette wheel here. It's designed to turn on when the roulette wheel is placed here. Well, may as well pull it. The reel should turn now if we pull the lever. All 7s! Damn, we're lucky. What, 3 7s on the first spin? Jackpot? Oh, something small came out of the machine. So this is what came out of the machine. Looks like puzzle pieces. Too bad it's not coins. What can we use these for? There are a total of 10 pieces and they're all different sizes. We could probably make a shape with them, but it's gonna be hard with them all different. Hey, hold on. Why isn't this thing working? The power's still on, right? It's likely programmed to only spin once and hit all 7s. You're probably right. Hard to believe Junpei would hit the jackpot on the first try. Wow. Really low opinion of you, huh, Junpei? Nothing happens when we pull a lever. The reel is still stuck on the 7s. Well, there's clearly only one thing we can do. We're supposed to make a heart, so why not use these red and white pieces to do that? Maybe we can make a heart shape with these pieces here. So, yes, you have to click and drag certain pieces over here, and then you have to click on them to rotate them. In this case, let's put this here. Drag them to your spot, click on them once in order to rotate them. Get them all in the correct positions and form this full picture. This is gonna take a minute. That one is obvious. I do have a picture pulled up, but I will need a second. However, this isn't too bad. It probably will take you a minute the first time, though. As do most puzzles, obviously. But really, it's not so bad once you actually line up the white pieces. Really, that's the biggest key to this. Notice how many white pieces and how many red pieces are in, well, whatever piece you pick up. And that'll help you determine where it goes. Put this over at the top. Put this up here. Put this down here. And finally, move this a bit and place it over on the left. And click the check. That's not that bad. Yeah, we made a heart shape. But something came out at the bottom. A coin and a card calendar? We got a coin and a card calendar by completing a heart. Coin's pretty obvious, but what do we do with a calendar? The puzzle pieces ended up being useful, so let's just take it with us. We got this coin by completing the heart puzzle. I wish it had given us more. It was a slot machine after all. The feeling of having a tray overwhelming with coins must feel good. And we got a card calendar. This card calendar, it has a different card behind each month. January Ace, November Jack, December Queen. It works, but it's still strange. I wonder why the first letter is emphasized. And there's this weird barcode on the back. Fascinating. Each month corresponds to a playing card, and the first letter of each is emphasized. Now we can actually get a better look at it. But yes, if you couldn't tell, this is corresponding to playing cards. In this case, January would be an ace. November would be a jack. And December is a queen. So we could assume in this case that an ace would be a 1, a jack would be 11, and a queen would probably be a 12. I think we did a pretty good job. I saw you were struggling a little there, Carlos. Oh, and you're an expert at these kind of puzzles? Nope, I suck at them. Too much stress on my brain. I hate those puzzle rings especially. Yeah, Junpei's had enough of puzzles for one lifetime. Did they say anything else here? We already made a heart here, so let's check something else out. Well, clearly there's only one thing to do. Hey, that card calendar we got from the slot machine. Think it'd work here? I mean, it's the only card we've got to insert in there. It went in, and the jukebox started playing music. Oh, look at those buttons that look like dice fell out. The music began playing when I put the card in, but nothing else happened. The jukebox powered on when I put the card calendar in. What a strange jukebox. Just 3 holes where the dice were. I didn't think turning the machine on would cause the dice to fall off. Who comes up with these gimmicks? I mean, Akane is one of the people who came up with them, so, ask her. The 3 dice on the floor range from 1 to 6. I wish we could relax and play board games with these, but let's just take them with us. These dice, yep, 1 through 6, pretty normal. They're often used in gambling and gaming. My sister used to always con me into playing board games with the family. Well, let's go ahead and put that 4th coin in there first. That makes 4. Only 1 more. But we only have one last thing we can do. And it relates to this. This card equation. Why would only the kings be ripped up? The cards only go up to queen. Maybe it's saying the numbers only go up to 12? Only to 12. Only up to 12. Sort of like the months in a calendar year. Oh, you might be right. Didn't we just find a calendar? Maybe the card numbers match the corresponding month. Then the cards can form some kind of word. Oh, well, the jukebox is done, apparently. Can I? You know, I'm curious. I've never tried this. Am I able to reactivate it? Nope. Oh, I like the lounge music better anyway. So, yes. They do form a sort of message. But what you basically need to know is that there are 3 specific things in this room that help, well, tell you what you need to do. 3 specific numbered things. The Sad Man 570. The 35%. And the Jam 100%. Using our little equation here, we can ultimately conclude this is 100. Meanwhile, this is apparently meant to be 35. And this is 570. You confused? I don't blame you. It's a bit of a stretch of logic. But that is what it is. So, taking all that into account, let's put it all together. That would be 100 minus 35 plus 570. That equals 635. So, we have our solution. You know, I think the dice will fit here. Let's find out. These dice fit perfectly, but nothing's happening. It shows 3 digits, so maybe it's like the locker and we need certain numbers? We should try some combinations then, Carlos. It's exactly what we said. It adds up to 635, so 6, 3, 5. Oh, hey look! A coin came out the side. We were right. The correct combination caused something to happen. We kinda made a mess searching for this inn. Glad it was worth it. We got this coin from the dice table. Did you ever gather coins as a kid? It was never just coins. Anything shiny would catch our attention. Marbles, bottle caps. You know, that sounds like a lot like what crows wore. Huh. Nothing unusual about it. Oh well. There's nothing else here. Anything last to say about this? The equation was the hint to the correct number for the dice. And that's all you want to say. Okay. Well, let's get out of here. Now we finally have all 5 in. Yes, we did it. The glass covering the button is open. So putting those coins here did open the case. Well, only one thing left to do. Press the button. Push the button, Crunk. Thank God we could finally push this button. But does it really open the door? You know, you're right. It could be a trap. It always happens in movies. The bad guys rush to push the button. Carlos, it's the, leader's job to do this kind of thing. What? You're the one who wanted to push it so bad. I guess it's probably not gonna explode or anything. Yeah. Totally. Who would put a button in here that would just explode and destroy us all? Totally not, like, something that could happen. Okay, I am the eldest here, so I'll do the pushing. You found it. And that's our first escape room finally done. You know, except for the Gatling guns now pointed at us.
The rules to the decision game will now be explained.
Uh-oh.
The decision game.
Rules?
This decision game utilizes the 3 dice located during the room search.
So, these then.
To begin this game, each player must take 1 die and roll them together on the dice table. If all dice show a 1 on the side facing up, all players win. The door will then unlock, and all the players will be able to escape the room. However, if even a single die does not display a 1, everyone in the room will be gunned down.
What?
What? Oh my god. What the hell is this shit? This isn't even a fucking game!
The time limit is 1 minute.
It's just pure luck.
If all of the dice are not rolled within that time limit, everyone will be gunned down. Those are all the rules. Good luck to everyone.
What are the odds?
Never tell me the odds.
The odds will get all the dice to roll a 1.
Oh, it's 1/216th, so about 0.46%.
0.46?
You just did that in your head? Wow. That's impressive.
Gatling guns operational in 30 seconds.
Shit, there's no time. Just roll them.
I mean, there's nothing else you can do.
Ah, god damn it! I can't die here! There's still something I need to say.
Huh?
10, 9.
Okay then, here we go.
Come on.
Pray hard. If we pray, then it's gotta...
I don't know if praying will help. Time to decide. Well, there's nothing really to decide. Just click. Unfortunately, our prayers were not heard. Uh-oh.
Wait, that one doesn't count.
Your hand slipped! That was it, right?
Yeah, what she said. You wouldn't mind a little do-over, right? Zero? Oh, okay. I guess you're not the mulligan type.
There! Get on the other side of the bar! Hurry! This should work.
I mean, I don't know about that. Carlos, one of those was pointed directly at the bar, like at the entrance. Why did you assume that would work?
Now announcing the current casualties. Q-Team, Q, Mira, Eric. D-Team, Diana, Sigma. C-Team, Carlos, Junpei, Akane. These 8 are now deceased.
Damn. Fi is the only survivor. Game over. We screwed up. No. As you can probably guess, that is complete random chance. There is no way to guarantee it. But now, we can actually see it on the flowchart, and it's a ways down. Interestingly, there's something set after it, but it's locked. Yep, plot locks are back. We'll get into that. But for now, let's jump back there real quick. Hold down the B button, or the circle button, if you will. Zoom past this, just to get back to it. Out of curiosity, what would happen if we just placed the die? Like, we didn't throw it, we all just placed it face down with a 1. What would happen? Would that be considered cheating? I mean, I see the 1. Surely that can count, right? 0. Please. No. We get torn up like Swiss cheese. Yeah, return without saving. Now, you may be thinking, wait, why am I jumping back here again? Do I really have to go through all of this again and again for just a random chance of success? Well, the answer isn't as simple as you think.
Huh?
No way! Oh, yes! Yes! Hell yeah! We're alive! We're actually alive! Yeah!
Jeez, man.
Hey, why are the two of you just standing there? Guys, it's 1/216! We just got a miracle!
Yeah. You're right.
I think we're just in shock.
I just can't believe it.
We're alive, right?
Of course we're alive! What, do I look like a ghost to you?
Yes.
Or an undead zombie?
Yes, boo.
If I was, then my heart wouldn't be pounding a mile a minute right now.
Junpei, what is that walk? What are you doing?
Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. We definitely gotta have a toast back in the lounge.
What the hell? Listen, this game may have a bit of lack of budget, but honestly, that just makes some of these scenes so much funnier. Just for stuff like that.
Come on! What are you doing? Hurry up!
I don't think I've seen Junpei this excited since grade school.
I guess he's still the same guy you knew underneath, huh?
I'm really glad.
That we're alive, or...
Both.
Yeah, let's get out of here before you get locked back in. Oh god, he's drinking.
Nothing beats a cold one after surviving a close call.
I guess.
Come on! You guys should join me.
I mean, for me, it's nothing beats a cold soda after a hard day's work. So I kind of agree with you, just without the alcohol part.
Sorry. I'll pass.
I'm really not in the mood for it.
For real? Are you serious?
Hey, are you already drunk?
Yeah, I am! Drunk on life! I am buzzed on this kick-ass feeling of surviving the impossible!
You probably shouldn't drink too much, Junpei.
Why not? We're just going to conk out again in 40 minutes anyway, remember? We just experienced the miracle of hitting 1/216th odds, 0.46%, guys, come on! Let's use the remaining time we have to savor this awesome moment.
A miracle, huh? It definitely would be, if it happened on the first try.
Guys, what are you saying? We only threw the dice once, right?
And now we get into the actual idea being presented here.
Are you sure about that? Maybe we just don't remember. And in reality, we've rolled the dice over and over again.
Huh?
If we threw them 3 times, the probability would be 72 to 1. I wouldn't really call those odds a miracle.
Yeah.
Oh, so what? Does that really matter? I'll say it again. We've only gone and thrown the dice once. Once. Right, Carlos?
Yeah, that's true.
Sort of.
What are you trying to say, Akane?
Carlos, let's say you were going to roll 10 dice all at the same time. So, do you think you'd end up with all of them displaying a 1?
Of course not. It's impossible.
Right. The probability is 60,466,176 to 1, but that's essentially impossible. If you tried 60,466,176 times, however, what would happen?
The likelihood of all of them being 1 is...
Not so much of an impossibility, right? I'll give you another example. Junpei, if 2 to the 4th power, 16 people, compete in a rock, paper, scissors tournament...
What is with you people? Like, how can you do this math so casually? Maybe it's just because I wasn't great in math class, but seriously, the way you discuss it, you... Akane, instead of, like, doing everything here, you could probably be a university professor for a math class. Like, you really could. You'd be smarter than most of the teachers.
How many matches are needed before a winner can be determined?
Why are you talking about...
Just answer the question.
Really? Okay, first, the 16 narrow down to 8. Then 8 to 4 and 4 to 2.
So, yes, if you can't tell, she was referring to the typical type of I forgot that was there. Still very accurate. But yeah, she's referring to the type of bracket system you would usually find in a tournament-style setting. Or if you ever played, like, say, the Dragon Ball Z Budokai games and went into the World Tournament mode, it's like that. God, those games were great.
After the final round, one person's left standing, so... a total of 4?
So, what would happen if 2 to the 100 did the same thing?
It'd be 100.
And how confident do you feel about winning this tournament, Junpei?
I'm not, obviously. You're out of the competition after you lose just one match. You'd have to win 100 rounds straight to win.
But someone will do it and win, right? A victor who wins 100 matches without losing one will exist.
Real talk. Would anyone actually be interested in seeing that? Like, because rock, paper, scissors seems like it would be the most safe form of gambling. Not to mention the quickest form of it. Just like a giant tournament of people playing rock, paper, scissors. Maybe you can have like the best 2 out of 3 rounds, so it's not immediate. But that means each match would last like, what, a minute or 2? You could have like a very easy tournament. I don't know, something about that just sounds interesting to me, even though it's extremely simple in concept.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I wonder if anyone's tried
The
to
person
actually...
who won. But only because of circumstance. I mean, more or less.
I wonder if anyone's actually tried to organize that. I'd be interested to find out. I'll look it up after this.
Well, duh, but why are you...
It may be obvious, but it's important. The one who lives on does so due to circumstance.
The anthropic principle.
Oh, you've heard of it?
Yeah, it's connected to the many worlds and multiverse theories.
Of course it is.
The hell are you...
This universe is a little too well suited for human beings. That principle explains why. They say, for example, that if Jupiter was just a bit smaller, the Earth likely wouldn't have even formed. That's not the only instance either. There are physical constants throughout the universe. But if even one had changed the tiniest bit, humanity wouldn't have been created at all.
But anyone can see we do actually exist.
And that's exactly my point. We exist. Therefore, we know that we exist. Perhaps somewhere in reality there are countless universes devoid of humanity where the idea of humans didn't even begin. But it isn't possible to know if those other universes exist or not. That's because there are no human beings to observe within them.
We have really deep conversations here. We always have deep conversations in Zero Escape. We just start talking about all this stuff after doing a series of puzzles. It's like, how do you describe Zero Escape? Where do I begin? Have you heard of the anthropic principle?
The only universe we can measure is our own. Therefore, this is the universe we exist in.
Wait, are you talking about tautology?
1 + 1 = 2 is a form of tautology also, right? The left and right sides of the equation say the same thing.
That's sophistry.
Those are 2 new words for you to look up if you haven't heard them before.
Are you sure?
Anyway, I get what you're trying to say, Akane. Maybe, somewhere in this world, there are an infinite number of histories where we were executed by the Gatling guns. But we don't know if those histories really exist. Basically, because we're dead in those histories. The dead can't observe the world. Only those who are still alive can do that. Therefore, we exist here, now.
And who says video games don't teach you anything? I am learning about entire concepts I had never heard of because of this series. Like, legitimately. Who heard of the anthropic principle before this? I am legitimately curious. Who knew about it? Like, and be honest.
The opposite of what I just explained could be true as well. The universe could be not meant for humanity. Maybe there's one not limited by gravity, where they travel faster than light.
Oh, so sci-fi.
You can't say for sure such a universe doesn't exist. If it does, then we could expect that aliens would be interacting together within it.
Okay, now that sounds like fun.
Kinda does.
Maybe that was the universe God had intended in the first place. And this one is a failure.
So, we exist in the universe God abandoned, huh?
What's the matter?
You guys talking like this, I don't feel like drinking anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of bringing the mood down.
Kinda getting the feeling I was an idiot for acting like we won the lottery. I mean, don't you agree? There could be a history somewhere out there that's happier than ours right now. Then maybe it's really true.
We might be in the history God abandoned.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's basically like God just looking at the human race in our universe is like, the hell are you people doing down there? You know what? Screw that. You're on your own. I tried to help, but you made this mess. You sleep in it. I don't care anymore. I'm going on to get something to eat.
Now announcing the current casualties. Q-Team, Q, Mira, Eric. D-Team, Diana, Sigma. These 5 are now deceased.
Well, that's consistent.
As a result, 5 X-Passes will be revealed. I, Kill, Fool, Moon, Fate. That is all.
No.
That means only Phi is still alive.
Sorry. Forget what I just said. Huh. Seems like we're the ones with the best luck. God hasn't gone and abandoned us.
What do you mean?
Didn't you hear that announcement? 5 X-Passes were released. The only one left to die is Phi from D-Team, and then we...
Junpei! Don't you ever say that, even if it's a joke.
Yeah, Junpei, that was uncalled for. You have really turned into a bit of an asshole, haven't you? But, yeah. Side note, for all those little, I guess, passwords, each character has a list of code names, I guess you would call them, or nicknames, used to indicate them, acting as the passwords when they die. I'm not going to go over the meanings here because, well, most of them are fairly obvious anyway, but I'll go over them at the end of this Let's Play, like I do with the characters' usual names describing their meanings. Especially since I won't have too many characters to talk about here in terms of new names. But yeah. For now, I'd say that's a pretty good place to end it off for the first part. Also because I'm tired and I still need to edit this. But next time, we will pick up with this story going through 3 more escape rooms and scenes. Hopefully, making a lot quicker progress through the story. And yeah, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, any comments at all. Just even simple encouragement is greatly appreciated. You have no idea how much. Subscribe if you wish to. And yeah, have a good night.